That's my movie.
Diabetes. Diabetes is a disease that can be passed down through generations. And, when the body does not make enough insulin that is needed to absorb the glucose, is how someone can get diabetes. So basically, excessive amount of glucose or sugars of the body is the cause of diabetes. There are millions of people that are affected by diabetes. And I'm sure all of us are familiar with it. It's either like we have a family member who has it, like a family, like a friend also, or like we heard about it in our health class. Well, I was born in a family who has a history of diabetes, and my mother always told me that I should cut down eating the junk foods, the Coke, the pop, basically unhealthy foods. And I was like, yeah, because I have a higher risk because it is in our family. Well, I will be talking about the different treatments for diabetes, and doctors believe that by having a good balanced diet, you can prevent yourself from getting this disease. To start it off, I'm going to explain diabetes and its history. Diabetes, according to the article in Diabetes, a Complex Cause from the New York Times, they say that diabetes is the 5th leading cause of deaths in America. 73,000 people die each year. There are two types of diabetes. Type 1, which means there's no insulin in the body, and type 2, which is like there's only a little bit amount or the insulin is not working right. Now, another article that I read from the Bulletin of the World Health Organization, they say that diabetes is the product of an individual's lifestyle. So if you or someone else drink alcohol or eat unhealthy foods daily and does not work out, then you have a higher chance of getting the disease. Because that's what you're doing only. But doctors say that if you work out and like you have a lower chance of getting it. So how does this happen? I'll give you guys a better understanding of how the insulin, the glucose. So what if like there is no garbage man to pick the trash? What would happen? Yeah, the trash gets stacked up, right? It accumulated. So basically what's happening is there's no insulin to absorb the glucose. So the glucose gets stacked up and accumulated. So what happens? There's too much garbage if there's no garbage man to pick it up or throw it away. And because there's no glucose, the insulin, there's too many glucose that is in the body. Now that I finished explaining diabetes and its history, I will explain the different kind of treatments for diabetes. Well, according to the medical news today, they document that there's a molecule that helps prevent cardiac arrest that associated with diabetes. The molecule is called AP5258, which reduces the high blood fat levels of the body, and it also protects patients from getting diabetes dysplemia. Yeah, dysplemia. Then the website from USA Today says that there are different kind of there's more treatments, which are the insulin shots, where you can get it from the animals, such as cows. Well, like they inject it to you, and your body, they basically put insulin in your body, and then you can produce more insulin to get the glucose. Then another one is oral medications, which basically is just like pills or those. One example is exenatide, which help increase the insulin release in the beta cells. That's just one of the more oral medication treatments. And another, like most important that doctors recommend is basically just, even though you have diabetes, they're like, oh, you should work out and eat healthy foods. That's the most recommended treatments that is recommended by doctors. Because you don't need to take the insulin shots or the oral medications, but sometimes you don't have to, but not all the time. But because most of the people who's diabetes are overweight, it is very difficult for them to lose weight and eat healthy because they are used to that kind of lifestyle. So in the end, doctors just tell them that, oh, you should just do the insulin shots and the oral medications. Well, all in all, like diabetes is a big part, has been a big part of the American society. A lot of people here in America are overweight, and like there's like millions of people who has diabetes. And like we learned that by having a good balanced diet or a healthy, you know, doctors also recommend that if you do that, you have a good balanced diet, you will prevent yourself from getting diabetes. And then the process of diabetes, that when the body's not making enough insulin to absorb the glucose, that's how you can get diabetes. So I hope like today you guys learned a valuable lesson and information about diabetes, and like you have options on the treatments.